Uh, Hiya! Hey, it's National 420 Day, and to kick it all off, that's right, 420, baby. And I have kidney stones, and I am on painkillers, and they're amazing. By the way, this is the Random Kristian Show. I am so lost. This is the Random Kristian Show brought to you by Chicken Poop. There it is. Yeah, focus on that, baby. Yeah, we are live on Facebook. We are live on Twitter. We are live on LinkedIn. We are live on YouTube. And now, guess what, kids? We're live on Twitch. That's right. All you gamer freaks and movie broadcasts, I don't know, whatever. Everything. There's so much that happens on Twitch that's like full on nerd stuff, which I have no idea why I never knew about it before. But yeah. Twitch. We are now live on Twitch. And then, of course, as always, we are on Spotify and Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. So make sure you like us. Make sure you subscribe to us. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Follow us. Do whatever you need to do. Hey, donate some money to the show. We're trying to get some shirts put together, and I'll sell the shirts, and I will ship them out to you. And I did not, dang it, I was going to wear one. Oh, I wore one last time. Okay, did I mention that I'm kind of high on painkillers? All right, so yeah, this is the Dead Campers, by the way, and they are rocking on YouTube and on Spotify, so make sure you check them out. Our guest for today, well, let's just pull down the music for a minute. We had a guest lined up. His name was Chris Cutter, and he works for the legalization of marijuana. Or cannabis, if you want to get all technical about it. And unfortunately, Chris has been getting his COVID shots. And unfortunately, Chris just emailed me like an hour before the show. He's like, hey, man, I am not going to make it. I am feverish and not doing well. So we will have to postpone this. And huge apologies, which... Chris, if you are checking us out, dude, I hope you are feeling better, dude. Get better, because that's, what that's supposed to do. So, yeah. So stick with it, brother, and get better. And anyway, speaking of getting better, things are always getting better here on the old Random Kristian Show. As I said, I have been suffering with the old, whatever you call those, not gallstones, kidney stones. Yeah, and that's just been an absolute nightmare. Right after my second anniversary dinner, got sick and got pulled into the emergency room, and they're like, hey, congratulations, you're having kidney stones. And so anyway, yeah, got a few stuck up in my kidney. One decided to vacate and want to come out into the world. Well, he changed his mind apparently halfway through, and I know it's a boy because it's annoying like me. So yeah, and so anyway, that's what's been kind of going on, and so yeah, couldn't do the show last week, but now I'm on pain pills, waiting for this thing to sprout out, and so hydrocodone's my friend, and yeah, I'm pretty stony right now, and. So speaking of stony, again, it's National 420 Day. And so I want to make sure all of you who are enjoying National 420 Day out there in the world, party on, Ron. All right. And speaking of partying on, well, here is Mr. Party himself, Matthew. What's going on?
It's getting better all the time.
Well, now you just got it kicked off YouTube. You know that, right?
No, not for that short of amount of stuff, right?
I don't know.
My iPod was playing in the background. Sorry, YouTube.
Yeah, no,
Things are getting better all the time.
Yeah. Well, now that we figured out the audio again.
Well, yeah, that, and I think it's funny on 420. You're high on
Hydrocodone.
painkillers for your kidney stone problem there, and I've been having some gnarly nerve pain in my leg, so I'm high on Soma.
Yeah. Well, and that's from your you had an accident, and so it flares up
All
every
kinds
now
of
and then.
fun. Yeah. So, but I mean, I got to the point like today, I was like, oh, I'm not going to need it. I just need to move around, get some stuff done and like whatever. And my leg was like, you're not moving on me.
You're
Like,
not doing this today.
you're going to hop?
What are you,
Like, that's
high?
just going to hurt even worse. So, yeah, I took a Soma and managed to get some stuff done today.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. 420, what's up?
Now, trying to
Sorry.
think the last time I smoked weed.
Was it with me? Like a long time?
No, it wasn't that long ago. But it's been over 15 years since I participated in a 420 smoke out.
Dude, I'd say it's about been 15 years for me because I'm 14 years sober from alcohol, or this year. But it was about a year. It was Thanksgiving, about a year before I was like, I just can't do it. But
Yeah.
I used to get high and cook on Thanksgiving, and I mean,
I would forget so much stuff.
Oh, dude. Well, and I
back in the day, I'd
eat
be
the
able to
entire
do
time.
it, but nice palm.
Yeah, I was palming. I just, readjusting. Like I said, I've rearranged the studio a little bit, and I think I showed you. And so now you're on like a big monitor, and then I've got my little monitor here, and I've got,
it's all so exciting.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, got Goldfinger cranking up in the background right now. Oh, good God! You know what? This is my doctor's office. I'll bet.
Take it live on the air.
I'm good. All right.
Okay.
Hold on. All right, everybody, be quiet.
Shh.
Okay. Hello.
Hi, may I speak with Mr. Madsen?
This is me. This is Chris. How are you?
Hi, it's Angie at Dr. Kramer's office.
Hello.
I was calling you back. I left you a message yesterday. Dr. Kramer got back to me and said that he, I know you don't want to wait to have surgery, so he wants you to get an X-ray.
Okay.
And then going to get you set up for the lithotripsy. As long as we can see the stone on the X-ray, we can do the lithotripsy.
Okay. I'm sorry. What was that? The lithotripsy. Okay. Oh, is that the sonic blasting? Okay. Shockwave. There we go.
Yep, it's the shockwave to bust up the stone so you can most likely pass it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Hannah will be in contact with you regarding getting that lithotripsy scheduled. Where would you like to do your X-ray at?
Where can I do it at? That's, I guess.
Wherever you'd like. You can do it at an outside imaging place like diagnostic imaging, medical imaging. You could go to the hospital. It's up to you wherever you'd like to go. I just need to know so I can fax over an order.
Can I do it at my doctor's office or up here in Platte City?
No, actually, I prefer that you have it done at one of the imaging places so you can have a disc or we can have access it to look at the images.
Okay.
And then if you'll need to bring a disc with you for that lithotripsy also.
Okay. Well, then I guess I need to do it at the hospital. Hold on 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Ma'am, hold on, please. Okay. So I'm gonna pull my mic down. So Matt, be entertaining for about 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 whole minutes, people. All right, we got this. I got a tight 2 here going. All right, so you ever notice how I don't know. I've been watching Seinfeld. See something Chris and I were talking about earlier is we forget. We've been talking about we need to record all our conversations because they're great. We have great conversations. And I'm trying to look for a specific song that I wanted to queue up And for the life of me, I don't have it on my iPod. I don't have any version of Sonic Reducer on my iPod, which is weird. Such a great song. So I'm going to go to YouTube over here on this little screen. So you're on a big screen right now, and then I've got my little screen over here. Anyway, so I'm gonna search that, and we might play it, and then when KJ comes back, we'll play it for him. So, boop boop boop, and wow, we'll see what comes up here. This is going to be the worst 2 minutes you guys have ever spent hanging out with me because I got nothing. I blame the Soma. I really do. It's kind of fun. But hey, it's 420, so hopefully everyone out there is enjoying their 420. I'm enjoying it, but not as intended. Wow, a lot of people did this song. But what we're trying to find... Hold on, we'll get it. So I'm pretty sure Iggy Pop did the original Sonic Reducer. I could be wrong with the Stooges. I could be wrong. I know the Dead Boys did it, but wow, a lot of weird Sonic Rendezvous Band. I don't know, you know. Anyway, take over, Chris, because I was doing a horrible job.
Well, welcome back to the show. It's me, Kristian of Randomness, and this is the Random Kristian Show. We're on the National 420 Day Show, and we lost our guest due to COVID. Not that we lost him, but he's got a fever, and Matt's been filling in because I've got kidney stones, and I had to talk to my doctor because they're impossible to get a hold of, and so they finally called me back, so I had to take the call, and so now we're all back up to speed. And
I was trying to find a copy of the song Sonic Reducer, but I didn't do a good job, and it was a horrible, very untight 2 minutes I spent with
that's all right.
We probably have nobody watching anymore.
That's all right.
And,
so
it's all my fault. I apologize. I do suck.
That's all right. No, you don't.
But now I really want to know. Like I thought that Sonic Reducer was originally done by Iggy Pop and the Stooges, but all I'm finding is a ton of Dead Boys stuff. So
okay, well,
so now I got to go to Wikipedia. Sorry. So you entertain us, Chris.
Well, now we need to get back to our conversation that we were having about the COVID shots.
Oh yeah, I knew there was something we were talking about.
Yes.
Fuck, this almost good.
You thought we weren't gonna come back to it, but we did.
Oh, I forgot about it. Honestly. So yeah, what I was saying to you is we've lost this week's guest due to his second COVID shot.
Right.
I'm hoping to get my second COVID shot a day before or day of doing this show. So, and I want to do it no matter how messed up it makes me.
Oh, yeah.
My first one, all I got was a little soreness. I was kind of out of it for about an hour. About a few hours later, I was a little like, oh, what's going on? No, I need to lay down, and had a little bit of a headache start to come on, like not long after, but it all faded away and it was nothing. So I'm hoping that quite possibly I'll be sicker than a dog on my second one, and everyone can have a grand old time.
Yeah, because that'll be the man sticking it to you.
So Sonic
okay,
Reducer was what song am I thinking about? I'm thinking about
I think you're the only one that cares about Sonic Reducer.
well, because you're gonna get your thing sonically blasted.
I know. I knew that's where you were going, but yeah. Well, I have to get an X-ray first.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
huh?
But you know what's weird?
No.
Straining your pee. Yeah, I have to strain my pee. And let me tell you, sometimes that's an art form when you're half asleep or
That's just
on hydrocodone and having way too good of a time with it. So, yeah.
that
But,
seems a little unfun and
It's-
super weird.
It's interesting for sure. I can tell you I've learned many amazing skills now that I've learned to strain my urine.
That's just
Which is probably way more than anybody needs to know, but that's what makes this show so great. And by the way, I don't know if I've ever said it enough, but I love Ireland. Did you know that we have a huge listenership out in Ireland?
that's what I hear.
Yeah, no, I mean, like we've grown. Apparently, pretty much half the country in Ireland listens to us. That's what
Really?
it's at.
So when we go out there, because I would love to go to Ireland.
Yeah,
Uh, Guinness
And-
is going to be flowing for free for me.
yeah, for
Is
you.
that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, you
Not
know
for
what?
you.
I might even, no, I won't.
They make a non-alcoholic one.
I can't imagine that being any good at all.
It's just,
I mean, Guinness
do
is
you
an
like-
acquired taste as it is, but dude, yeah.
I love Guinness, so yeah.
I mean, I get it, but
I guess it's like non-alcoholic whiskey. Why bother?
yeah. This tastes like really bad water. Yeah, right on. Yeah. So,
What are you gonna
and speaking of the Green Island and all that, happy National 420 Day, Matthew.
Thank you,
Yeah,
and thank you for having me today.
we
on the
should get high.
International 420 Day. It's gone.
Oh, that's true. It is international,
huge.
isn't
It's
it?
huge.
Well, and we're international, so it all works.
Yeah, there you go. And do you know why it's called 420? Like what the lore behind the 420?
Enlighten me.
Well, apparently, according to what I've read on Wikipedia and in High Times, oh God, not now. Now I have to go back and look at it. But it was a high school up in the Bay Area, I believe, in 1971. A few friends got together, and they were going to go look for this a lost marijuana grow, and they found a map, or someone had a map, and so they would meet at 4:20 in the afternoon at the Louis Pasteur.
You are making this up.
Oh no, I'm absolutely not making this up. So here, I'll read it to you. In 1971, 5 high school students in San Rafael, California, which I believe is the Bay Area. Am I not wrong?
No, that's correct.
I
That's
am right. Yeah.
East Bay. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Used the term 420 in connection with a plan to search for an abandoned cannabis crop based on a treasure map made by the grower.
Dude, that's
calling themselves the Waldos because their typical hangout spot was a wall outside the school. The 5 students, and it names all 5 of them, designated the Louis Pasteur statue. You know, the guy that gave us pasteurization?
Pasteurized milk? Yeah.
That guy. On the grounds of San Rafael High School as their meeting place, and 4:20 p.m. as their meeting time. The Waldos referred to this plan with the phrase 420 Louis. And after several failed attempts to find the crop,
Oh God! Because
Go
let me
find some
guess,
weed,
they got
dude.
too high.
The group eventually shortened that phrase to 420, which ultimately evolved into a code word the teens used to refer to consuming cannabis. Um,
So basically, yeah, they would get high, go look for a field of dope, but then they'd be like, dude, there's 7-Eleven. We need nachos.
right. But
And
see,
then Slurpee. And, oh, dude, they've got a Tron game. Oh, my
not
God.
in 1971, my friend.
Dude, if they were high, there was a
Pinball.
Tron game.
Pinball.
Oh, well, yeah. Nope. And I love me some pinball, by the way.
But there's another interesting thing. I mean, you'd think like, oh, well, then how does that become an international thing from 5 students in the Bay Area?
Then why?
Well, according to a writer from the High Times, because he popularized the story of the Waldos, um, it first the mention of it was in '91, and the connection to the Waldos appeared in December of '98. The writer attributed the early spread of the phrase to the Grateful Dead followers after one of the guys of the original 5 became a roadie for the Grateful Dead's bass player and
What a
called for
loser.
420 to be a socially acceptable time of the day to consume cannabis.
So,
Tea time, Holmes.
technically, 1970 stoned teenagers created this, passed it over to the Grateful Dead, who took all the credit for it just so they could make money off of it. Typical freaking hippies. Yep. Now I really hate the Grateful Dead. So there we go. Not that I didn't hate them enough already, but now I hate them even more.
You have a thing about the Grateful Dead.
If I saw any member of the Grateful Dead, I would punch them right in the throat. I just take that.
So what's funny is like all the
driving that train high on cocaine, man. No, you're a hippie. You were never high on cocaine.
all the oh yeah, they were.
Smell like patchouli oil and shame.
Don't get me started on patchouli.
You see, they smell like shame.
All the studio
I'm
Grateful
so
Dead sucks. I don't like it. But you give me a recording of the Grateful Dead live, and they're a good jam. They're a good jam band, dude.
No, they're
not. They're not bad. They're just you're not into that folksy country kind of rock and roll, though, are you?
I like derivatives of it, but not the Grateful Dead.
Oh yeah. Do you like Fish?
Nah.
Good.
No, because they're like the Grateful Dead.
I had some friends that were really into Fish in the early to mid '90s.
The Fish heads, kind of like the Deadheads.
Oh,
you know, all of them need to be punched in the throat too. You know what? Let's just go on a throat punching spree and find these people. I just walk up. Oh, do you like the Grateful Dead? Maybe. Do you like Fish? Oh yeah, dude. And then they're out. And we've now helped Bill Gates cleaning up society of all the less desirable people that he doesn't want in the world. So there. I said it. Yeah, I said it. Have I mentioned I'm high on hydrocodone and coffee? Love me some coffee.
Can you hear the music in my headphones?
No, I can't.
Oh, you can't.
But apparently you can. And Matt's just sitting here bobbing his head. So Matt's left the show.
Man, my little computer keeps hassling me to restart it. It wants me to restart it. So whatever, I did. And then so on the other laptop, I'm looking up Sonic Reducer. I found it by the Dead Boys because that's of course who it is by originally. And it's a great song.
You're making that up.
No. Sonic Reducer. Play it for your kidney stones, man, please.
This is Sonic Reducer. All right, hold on. I'm gonna type
Yeah.
it in. But I'm not. I mean, besides, if this song makes me angry.
Oh well, it's late '70s punk, so
Ooh, well then, is it like MC5? Okay,
the Dead Boys.
did you know Pearl Jam did a version of it?
Yeah, I saw that when I was looking up stuff, and I was like, Now, see if anyone goes, "Oh, I love Pearl Jam." Those people need to be punched in the throat. You know who sucks? Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam. Now, okay,
I,
now
I
wait
have
a
a
minute. Me
I
and
have a
you have
funny.
listened to Pearl Jam before. Now, what's the now? I granted, I'm gonna back you up a little bit because I'm not full on with all Pearl Jam, but I do like some of their songs. Even though
The,
I think Eddie Vedder gets a little whiny, but the music,
and musically, yeah. I mean, I don't really. I mean, I don't hate them like I do some other bands.
right?
Aerosmith, and but so I got a funny story about Pearl Jam. There was a friend of ours had moved away, and when she came back, she had like these this demo tape by this band that you just saw them all the time. These guys are great. Like they played at this bar that she went to, and I love them, I love them. And you'd listen to them, and you're just like, these guys kind of suck. Like, I mean, I get like they're like whatever. Like, I'm probably
Okay.
live. They're not bad. Like, I like a lot more live stuff than I do
Well,
studio stuff.
and I
But
think we've agreed on that. That any
right,
band is usually. I mean, if they aren't good live, then I mean, and you can tell that usually from studio albums. You can tell when somebody's so overproduced because they're just not good.
right, and you're just
Okay.
like, oh man. But okay, so anyway, fast forward about 6 months or so after Nirvana had broken into top 40 radio,
Yeah, which
rock
still is
stations.
overrated. Nirvana.
Nirvana,
Yeah,
I
overrated.
really like Nirvana. Those first couple albums are great. Um,
Yeah.
I think there were much better bands that could have
Oh, so much. Temple of the
had,
Dog.
but I'm just, but for like they're a great band. I really like, and without them we wouldn't have the Foo Fighters, who I
Yeah.
really like.
Oh yeah.
So
No,
I mean,
absolutely.
anyway. So we're sitting there listening to
Anyway.
the radio, and this band comes on, and like listening to Z93, and it was probably not you. Um,
No.
and you're like, oh, brand new, like from this band, blah blah blah, and that name sounds kind of familiar. Like, why do I know that name? And they started playing it, and you're listening, and you're like, this is that crap ass band. What's her face made us listen to? And it was like, turn this
That
crap
bitch.
off. And now they're on the radio. Ugh. Because of people like her going, oh, I love this band. These guys are great. Anyway.
Back in my day, we didn't even have jamming pearls. All we had was shiny stones. And we'd go, oh, look at them. Aren't they pretty? And then we'd throw them at each other and it hit us in the eye. We'd be like, oh, my eye. Oh, you flibbity flab.
Flippity flap.
That's the way it was, and we liked it. Unless, of course, you have problems with getting stoned. Which I don't. I like to get high. Oh, that's right. I actually, we have Homer Simpson here. Would you like to see him and speak with him?
Yeah, sure. Please. Oh, Homer, no way. Yeah, can we see Homer Simpson? I love that guy. I got some questions for him. Now, does Duff Light taste that bad? Like,
Well, you want me to go get him? I can go get him.
yeah, go get him.
All right, you got to keep everybody entertained for just about 30
Oh my
seconds.
God, I can't.
Yes, you can.
Luckily, there's nobody watching this right now, so we're pretty good. And other bands I don't like. No, I'm not going to do that. But yeah, that whole Pearl Jam thing, I was just had to change the station. I was like, this band, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. And I really don't like the song "Flies in the Vaseline" or whatever it is that's on Guitar Hero. I can't play it, so I don't like that either. So
Are you talking about Guitar Hero?
yeah, there's a for everyone that still has their PS2. There's a Guitar Hero. One of the Guitar Heroes has some Pearl Jam.
I'll bet there's some nerds out there that have PS2.
I still play my PS2 every once in a while.
I don't have anything.
I got a couple
anymore.
games I'm still working on.
My daughters have an Xbox that I'm not allowed to play on. Unless I play with them. They play Human Fall Flat.
That sounds probably funny.
It's the weirdest game ever, dude. It's these people and they're all wiggly and they hold their hands up and they're wiggly and this isn't just because I'm really kind of strung out on hydrocodone right now, but
it's really actually weird.
It's really actually weird.
Is it called Humans Fall Flat?
Yeah. Or sometimes it's just called being high. Hello there, Matthew.
Hello there, Homer Simpson. How are you doing today, my friend?
Oh, I'm doing fantastic. Happy National 420 Day.
Now, I have a question about Duff and Duff Light.
Oh, Duff. Oh.
Got to give me some of that stuff, right?
You know what I'm talking about there, homeboy.
So, is Duff Light that bad of a beer?
What? Duff Light?
I mean, compared to Duff, I mean, does the lightness, is it watered down? Like, what's the deal with Duff Light?
Listen, Matt, sometimes when you run out of Duff, you gotta drink the Duff Light. It's what it's there for. It's a backup beer. Always have a backup beer, damn it.
Now, I've got another question about what would you do if someone was running an illegal jeans operation out of your car hole?
A car hole? What is that? You did the joke backwards, Matt.
Out of your garage.
Mr. Frenchy man.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that was hilarious. Oh,
that was pretty good anyway, huh? I was gonna Google something, and I'm telling you,
you were going to the Google?
I've got more than my muscles relaxed right now. What was I gonna Google?
Whoa,
Homer.
That's a little too much information there, Matt.
What was I gonna go Google, Homer? Humans Fall Flat.
Humans Fall Flat. Yeah, it's a game. It's really weird. You got wiggly arms and bodies. But, you know, that's what it is.
The boy played on his...
Oh, the boy. Don't get me started on the boy. Sometimes I just want to... I just have a beer. A Duff beer. With donuts. Oh, donuts. With bacon. Oh, bacon. It's so delicious.
So, Homer, bacon. I'm watching a little thing on Humans Fall Flat. Yeah. And wow, they are wiggly little arms.
Aren't they, Stoney? Man, I'm telling you, if you're going to get high and play a video game, that's the one to play.
It's like they're ragdolls. Oh my, that looks fun.
It's pretty weird there, Matt. I'm not going to lie. It kind of trips me out a little bit.
Do they have it on the old... is it just on Xbox?
Oh, I don't know. It just reminds me of back in my college days when I'd trip acid with Marge. We'd wander around the campus looking at all the wiggly people. I mean, wait a minute. There could be kids listening. Don't trip on acid. The brown acid is bad. Also, the white acid. That's not good either. Especially the broken window pane. That's not good at all. That will mess with your karma. But it's some good times, let me tell you. Matt, how's that soma pill doing for you?
Someone's doing great. I keep forgetting what I'm trying to Google. Oh yeah. Is it available for my Nintendo Switch?
I don't know.
Ooh, it
Sounds like
is.
something you should be doing after the show there, Matt.
What? I shouldn't be. Yeah, you can't. It's $15. Huh.
Well, we got it for $7.50. So, hey, score for me.
Yeah,
Woo!
maybe I can download it for less. So
Oh, well, look at you, Mr. Technicality. I got all these answers off the Goog.
the Goog, the Goog is the best, Homer. Don't you forget it, my man.
Not as good as a Krusty Burger after a night of binge drinking and acid. Mmm, Krusty. Hey! Oh,
You don't have
oh
a.
God,
You don't
the
have a.
crazy
You don't have
clouds
a.
are out here.
You don't have a Krusty doll.
The Krusty's not at all. He's a real clown. And just like I'm a real human being, Matt, you better believe it.
Well, if I was on acid, I would totally believe you. But sorry, Homer Simpson. Not today, my friend.
Oh, well, fine then. I guess
Don't
I'll
mix it with
just,
some.
I'm
I
going to
think
go
it's
back.
weird that LSD was legal until like 1971 or something like that.
Oh, LSD was actually back in our day. We called it acid. And then don't get that confused with the actual acid because that can cause some real problems.
That
Let me
shit'll
tell
burn your
you,
tongue, Holmes.
you'll be taking a trip to the hospital for sure. Woohoo! That's some sensitive areas, especially when you rub it on your crotch. Don't ask me why that got brought up, but it happened. And it was awfully uncomfortable. Just ask Marge.
What do you have on your wrist there, Homer?
Oh, I've got some Krusty the Clown watches that came from his competition. But I also have my can of Duff Light, or Duff, right here.
Can't get enough of that wonderful Duff.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Duff Man. Want to be just like him someday. So,
Ah,
pretty sure if anybody from The Simpsons or Fox tuned in, we'd be getting copyright infringements all over the place.
I'm
Just
pretty
saying.
sure. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say no one from The Simpsons or from the Fox network is tuning in.
You never know. They could be in Ireland and watching or listening to the show, let me tell you. Who knows? Irish, I tell you, they rock. That's all I gotta say.
Looks like you also have like a green hand on when he what? It's this
I,
green thing.
I got a giant green foam #1 finger. See?
Okay.
I'm #1 at drinking Duff. Oh.
If someone were to pull a string or something, would you say anything?
Oh, if you squeeze my belly button if I had batteries in me, but not right now. Last
Not
time I
supposed
had
to eat
batteries,
batteries.
after I had batteries put in me, it was a very uncomfortable visit to the hospital. That's all I got to say. And there was a lot of strange questions from several doctors and nurses, which made things awkward.
It was like
I
just
gotta
a good
say,
thing you weren't using D cells, right?
oh, well, no, we were actually going a little larger than that. And let me tell you, it did light me up. Woohoo! That was one class reunion I'll never forget.
Oh, it's too much. Now
Yeah, I
you're gonna
know.
have to excuse me for a half a second. I will be right back.
Don't
I'm
leave
gonna
me alone, Matt.
disappear. But I will be right back. I swear I won't. I'm not going too far. I'm just going over here.
Okay, should I play that Sonic Reducer song now? You can't even hear me. This is awesome. I could be saying so many slanderous
See?
things about
Told you I
Matthew.
wasn't going too far.
Well, there you're back. And so we were only saying nice things about you. That's all.
Oh, I bet. I bet. You're lucky I just don't rewatch the show.
Nobody does. So that's what makes it cool. So should I be
Ah,
playing that Sonic Reducer song now, Matt?
you should. and aim it right at your kidney stones, man.
Oh my gosh.
It'll do it. It'll do it. Trust me.
All right. So all I've got is the Dead Boys Sonic Reducer song.
There you go.
Okay. Well, let's see what we got here. Sounds a lot like the Dead Boys. With some cymbals on phasers.
Phasers set for stun.
Oh, the rock! Ooh, yeah, I like this. I'm gonna rock, gonna rock. Yeah, I like it. I'll take this home and make love to it all night. Oh, wait a minute. That's the acid kicking him in back. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I can rock out to that any day of the week there, Matthew.
There you see. And, and thanks to,
Okay.
it's a great song anyway.
Well, we lost that.
But thanks to muscle relaxers and brain relaxer, I forgot who did this song.
The Dead Boys. Oh, Iggy and the Stooges.
No.
Oh,
That's see, with the song I was singing by Iggy Pop and the Stooges is "Search and Destroy."
Oh, yeah, that's I hate that song. That song sucks.
Shut up, Homer. You go to hell.
I may have to, because somebody's arm's getting really tired of holding me up to the camera.
So I want to know more about why you don't like "Search and Destroy."
I just think Iggy Pop's a punk. Ah, get it? He's a punk. All right. Well, listen, I think I've had enough of this punk rock style music stuff. I do love the drums effect, though. That's mighty cool. I'm gonna have to.
That's classic punk rock, man.
This is.
It's like 1977 or something like that.
Yeah, baby.
It's a
I'm
old
gonna
timey punk
stage
rock.
dive. You ready?
The old punky rock.
Time to stage dive. Here we go. Okay. What? Oh, well. All right. See you there, Homer. Homer Simpsons, ladies and gentlemen. Homer Simpsons. I'm getting subliminal messages here. So now, how do you? Because this has really turned into the random show. Getting back on the subject of 420 and all our 420
Exciting.
friends. What do you feel about the legalization of marijuana?
I think it's about time, and I think that the states are headed in the right direction. I think that it's certainly shouldn't be a Schedule 1 drug. I mean,
yeah, where does that? I mean, okay, now, Mr. Drug expert here, what is a Schedule 1 drug? What are some other Schedule 1 drugs?
Right off the top of my head, I would have to say, I don't know. I think cocaine might be heroin.
Ooh.
Keep talking. I'm going to look it up because now, I mean.
Okay, we're going back to the Goog. All right. So, but now, and again, yes, I used to partake quite a bit back in the days. I gave it up. I mean, I gave up a lot of things. I used to do a lot of other, stuff, but
I never did that. Couldn't get into that.
I know. I even tried to get you into it, Matt, and
I wouldn't. I was just like, why would I want to do that, dude?
I know.
I can stay up all night just fine without it.
Yes. Well, and we did a lot of nights, and then we jump off. Well, I jumped off of the roof into a pool. So, meh, 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 meh. Or I'd sit and play your nephew's little tiny drum set.
Oh, dude,
in
the
the middle of the
Sunshine
night.
Drum Kit, so good. So Schedule 1 has potential for abuse is high, accepted medical uses none, and potential for addiction, drug is not safe to use even under medical supervision. Now, I've over the years and at some periods in life have smoked the living shit out of marijuana, excuse my language. Um,
Hey, it's 420 day, man.
but
Whatever.
I mean, abuse, I mean, I guess accepted medical use. Well, they won't allow any medical testing. So you, how can you say yes or no to that if you don't allow it? And it is actually starting to be proven, like especially with CBD, that it does help reduce stress, and it's an anti-inflammatory, and a couple other wonderful things about it. And it's completely safe to use.
Right. Okay.
I
So,
mean,
but
that's
now,
Schedule 1, and marijuana is a Schedule 1 drug. And if anything, if you want to put it on any of that, it should be a Schedule 5.
okay, and I get that. And now this is my next question is okay, if a Schedule 1 drug is something that has no medical purpose, no, like it's just bad, 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 right?
Right.
So, are we talking like fiberglass? Because to my best recollection, and correct me if I'm wrong,
Okay.
heroin was an opiate that was discovered to help alleviate pain back in the days, so
Right.
medicinally had a purpose. Cocaine, the same thing, was even
Hmm.
actually in Coca-Cola. So and then, marijuana, obviously, same thing, which and I'm going to tell you this much, out of alcohol and all the myriad of drugs that are out there, if somebody's going to do a drug, habitually, I want them to get high. I want them to get so just stony high because, for one, it's going to totally stimulate the economy. Pizza deliveries, video
Restaurants, man.
games, restaurants. I mean, these things are all, yeah, Uber,
Jack in the
especially now.
Box jumped on it when Colorado uh, legalized it. All of a sudden, Jack in the Box has like the Midnight Munchies
Oh,
campaign. Like, just go through the
yeah.
drive-through. You don't even need to come in, man.
Hey, man, don't
Get someone
worry
to
about it,
drive you
man.
to the
We'll
drive-through. You'll be fine. We'll take care of you.
take an
No,
Uber,
but so it's
man.
crazy. Like on the Schedule 1 drugs are a ton of opioids, and like you said,
They
uh,
they were all derived
it's a
to,
painkiller. I mean,
yeah.
you are taking what what you're using today, right? Is a
Oh,
derivative of an
it's
opioid.
yeah, it's got opiates in it, man.
And I mean, and if it was no good for that, like I don't know, the whole thing's just fucked up. Like just
It's a bad
tax
trip, man.
tax it, man. Stop. You are not my dad. Don't tell me what I can and cannot do.
Yeah, yeah, Whitey, quit trying to keep us down. Um, yeah. So, I mean, but seriously, I mean, there's nothing wrong with, again, somebody who's stoned is going to be like, and I'm not going to say they're not going to get angry and want to fight, but the follow through on wanting to fight, like they'd sit there and be like, screw you, man, let's take it outside. And then, like, they'd start going outside and be like, well, I did just, there's a big line and I got to use the
Or
restroom anyway. And the next thing you know, they're like hanging out, taking bong hits together,
let's
and
say,
and
you want
they
to
forgot
take
what
this
the whole
outside and
fight was
smoke a
about.
bowl and talk it over?
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
And I so I don't know about legalization. I don't really care about the legalization of it. It just should be decriminalized.
well, absolutely.
I mean,
And
I
but
you
I
should be
mean,
able to grow like you can grow a tomato plant or a corn plant. And no, you probably shouldn't drive while you're stoned. I mean, even though like I have, and I drive like a granny when I do. But I think unlike alcohol, when people are drunk and they're like, "Oh, I'm fine to drive," someone who's had too much to smoke will probably go, "Hey, man, can someone else drive? I don't think I should." And that's the difference for me right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry. I had to put on a little Peter Tosh.
It's all right.
Yeah, what's up? I love this album. Anyway, yeah, me and my friends. Well, remember Rob, the photographer that was on, Rob and Greg? Yeah. Dude, when we were all roommates, we used to listen to this album. Like we burned this album into the ground. We listened to it so much. Literally on an album, not a CD. Back in the days when the records had grooves made out of vinyl.
Man, I was trying to find a CD that I swore up and down I had, because why is it not on my iPod? I'm going to put it into iTunes and throw it on my iPod. I have it on vinyl.
Well, you can get a USB cord.
I have one.
Record. Oh. Yeah, well, then what are you complaining about? Make it happen, Captain.
Yeah. Maybe one of these days I will. Well,
you know why? Because you and your cat got high and started listening to Pink Floyd and blew off downloading it into iTunes.
That's right, man.
Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon strikes again.
You gotta record it, and then you gotta go through and you gotta separate out the tracks. And I bought it. I've used it on a couple records.
Yeah.
And it's actually not a horrible thing to do.
Yeah. I've heard it can come out pretty good.
I've got a pretty good, actually, a little
That's the best thing you can
a little program. Basically, it's
You're a little program.
I can do that. I don't have either of these receivers set up though with it. My when we lived elsewhere, I had it all set up and ready to go, and that's the biggest problem. Pain in the ass.
All right. Well, so yeah, I what do you think is the biggest holdup with things getting legalized? For like like this Chris, he like goes and works in the legislature. He's trying to lobby for this thing, and
I really hope we can get him on eventually.
Yeah. No, he said more than likely next week, as long as he doesn't die from COVID.
Cool.
Shot thing or whatever.
Fingers crossed.
But he was. I mean, I get it, man. You start feeling like, well, that's like last week. I was actually going to try and do the show with him, and I'm like, dude, I just cannot. I'm kind of in pain right now, but again, happy pills, and I'm cool. The really crappy thing is I'm only taking half a dose. This is the international sign for half a dose, which is about that much. So like I go to work and I get there and I take, my half a dose so I can kind of get through work. But I work, about 10 hours. Excuse me. And so after about the 7th hour, I'm starting to crying, and I turned to my boss today. I'm like, listen, man, I know we still got a couple more hours to go, but I gotta go.
You were done?
He was like, no, I get it. Go ahead. And not like I was super productive, but I got my job done. That's what counts. And,
that's all that matters, really, right?
Yeah, I'm feeling regretful and shame. Now I'm shaming myself. And wait, now I'm over it. I'm high on hydrocodone. Have I mentioned
a Schedule 1 drug that has no medical benefit?
Oh, damn it, dude. I am against the law.
No, but you're not against the law
Breaking
because
the
the
law,
doctor.
breaking the law.
What's crazy is the doctor can prescribe you this stuff, but I don't know. Whatever,
It's
whatever,
nuts.
whatever. And you're asking, like, I think one of the biggest roadblocks to actually getting it legalized is they've done a really good job over the years demonizing cannabis.
Oh, dude, for
That
eons.
it's somehow way more dangerous and way more addictive than it actually truly is. I mean, I
And the
think
sad
when
thing is, everybody has proven this. I mean, that's why all these states are legalizing it. They're like, you know what? Let's make money off of it.
yeah,
Which, hey, yeah. All of a
look at
sudden, like
that.
Colorado has all these great school systems, and everybody's happy because all this money they're making off selling cannabis and taxing
Yeah.
it. And yeah, why can't you?
Well,
So,
and but I think that like I don't like the movie Reefer Madness. I mean, come on, that was actually about cocaine, I do believe, because I've never seen anyone get all like that amped up off of marijuana.
yeah, you didn't
Like,
smoke the right stuff then, buddy.
yeah, you're smoking crack and not weed, dude. But I mean, I think
Well, we
they've
may have had that
done
in
a
the paper one
really
day
good
there.
job demonizing cannabis
Yeah.
and the effects that, like, oh, if you start smoking it, then you're gonna spend all your money on it, and which you might, but you're going to be destitute, and it's a poor people's drug, or this and that. When
Yeah.
I
And
don't
then
know,
you're breaking
and
the law.
all the really basically the feds need to do is to um,
Quit breaking the law
well
with Judas
go
Priest.
ahead and take it off Schedule 1, make it no longer a Schedule 1 drug, and decriminalize it, like
Yeah. No, and like I said,
and leave it up to the states, like how they want to deal with it. Like, and if your state votes that it's illegal in your state, that's fine. You know what I
okay.
mean?
So
But
what I'm saying is, what's safer? A guy drunk out driving, or a guy stoned that may decide he wants to drive, or a guy high on PCP driving, or a guy on cocaine driving, or a guy high on heroin driving, or girl, guy or girl. Sorry, I didn't mean to exclude women, because it's not just us men that get high and drunk and do our thing, even though we do. But
I'd say if someone was high, like stoned off pot, and was like, I'm good to drive, I would go, oh, okay. I mean, it would depend on how they drove sober.
yeah,
I mean, there's some
that's
people,
true.
I don't care what you're on. I don't care how sober
I ain't
you
getting in
are.
the car.
Nah, I'm driving. I
Yeah.
don't care how drunk I am. I'm driving. No, and I don't, I will not get in the car with someone that's been drinking.
Yeah.
Um,
No.
I will not. There were a couple times back in the early '90s when I worked 20 miles away from home, and we would go to a bar after work and have a couple of drinks, and then I would drive home. And mind you, like 2 beers, and I'm a big
Right.
guy, so I'm not like hammered, but I've got a buzz. And that 20-minute drive home, super stressful.
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah, I can
mean,
imagine.
and
I used to drive all the time drunk. So, and I got 3 DUIs for it. So imagine that.
and there were times when you're like, "Hey man, let's go somewhere," and be like, "All right," and we both grab our keys and be like, "Dude, you're not driving, you're drinking." "Oh no, I'm fine." No, and that's the problem. You think you're fine, buddy.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
not.
Okay, let's walk.
I'll drive, and we'll get back home safe with the burgers. Man.
Which, dude, ever since you brought up the Duke Burger, that's all I want right now. So want a Duke Burger. So bad. Describe for everybody one more time what a Duke Burger is and what it consists of.
All it is
No, it's not all it is, because this is a fantastic burger. Don't ask me why, except for the fact that the
I'll
buns
tell you.
are fresh made every day.
Fresh buns, handmade patties every day, never frozen. Quality bacon. And the odd thing is some really good American cheese. American cheese makes it for some odd reason.
Yeah,
and
it can't be cheddar. And it's got to be the plastic American cheese. I don't know.
Well, what's funny is Kraft Singles, which is what it is, now sells the restaurant American cheese in the stores because those Kraft Singles that you get at the store are not the same American cheese as what a restaurant uses. Well, a restaurant that uses the good Kraft cheese, but now they sell it and it's called like Select or something like that. And it's crazy how like American cheese could be much better. But all it is, man, a burger that had the seasoning. We have a local company out here called the Pepper Plant.
Yeah.
And they make a sauce, and they still make a dry seasoning, which was half of the seasoning that they used on these burgers. But in the olden days, way back in the day, they would dump the sauce out on these pans and let it dehydrate. So it was straight sauce. Now now it's a blend of, and it's still good, but it's nothing like it used to be. But
now I'm just really hungry.
Yeah, but so man, all it is this fresh hamburger bun, grilled on a griddle, on a grill, flat top.
Yeah.
Hamburger patty, quarter pounder, with this proprietary blend of seasonings that I won't go into any further on how it's made. And it's got a couple
because there are trade secrets.
And there's some stuff from that restaurant that will go to the grave with me. And then
like where your missing finger went?
In the lettuce. It went in the lettuce. No, they found it and they put it in a little soup cup for me to take when I was going to the. That's a story for another time.
There's going to be people listening going, where was this place? When? What? Oh,
but I mean, it only took a little bit. It just bit me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, all it is you flip the patty over, put a piece of American cheese on it, 2 freshly cooked onion rings, boom, another piece of American cheese, and 2 pieces of bacon.
Boom.
But what makes it
sounds so simple, but it is the most delicious.
But here is
I can't describe it. It's delicious.
Here is what makes it so good: the barbecue sauce.
Yes.
Bullseye barbecue sauce. It's got to be Bullseye.
Yep.
When we make them at home, I use Bullseye.
And I don't know why, because remember we ran out one day and we went to the store and we picked up, I think I got KC Masterpiece, which is a good barbecue sauce, but it did not work. There was something, it was not right.
It's got to be original Bullseye barbecue sauce.
Yep.
And then what you and I were talking about, like what I really like to do is about halfway through your shift or whatever, you make one, packages it up to go, throw it in the walk-in in the refrigerator, let it get cold. And then when you get home, because of course you also made fresh fries right before you went home, or onion rings. And a couple things of ranch. And the ranch at the restaurant isn't your typical.
Nope. There's a secret blend.
It's made correctly and it's made bombily. Ba-bomb. I mean, so good. But so you take this cold Western bacon cheeseburger is what it is, and you dip it in the ranch and you eat it. And it is.
With a chocolate shake. Dude, I so want to get high now and eat a Duke burger and our malt ball shake.
They are good sober. That's how good they are. That's how good they are. You can eat one
you don't
sober.
have to be high to eat this food to appreciate it because it's amazing. And yeah, so now I'm really hungry.
Well, and if you're ever out on Maui in Lahaina, be sure to stop into the Cool Cat Cafe in Lahaina
or San Luis Obispo,
and they have a full bar.
Yeah, man.
The one in San Luis doesn't have a full bar. The one in they opened one in Pismo about 7 years ago or so.
Oh.
Has a bar and they make alcoholic milkshakes. Remember we used to make those?
No, Matt, I don't.
So
I was on the clock, Matt.
Yeah. Yeah. I meant after everyone clocked out and everything, and everything was clean and put away, and
because that happened all the time.
Well, so when I helped open the restaurant on Maui, full bar, and I didn't have to pay for anything because I wasn't getting paid, so. My dinners were usually a ribeye. Ooh, yum.
Yeah.
Chicken poop. But a ribeye and a chocolate shake.
Yeah.
But the shake had Kahlua and Bailey's and vodka.
Yeah.
Mudslide milkshake. And the bartenders would want to just load it up with alcohol. You're like, no,
you can't do that.
Then it tastes
that
like
makes it bad,
and it's gross,
right?
I don't want to get hammered off my milkshake.
Yeah. So okay, let me throw this at you since we are doing a 420 day international 420 day. Welcome to it, folks. But to wrap up the show, what's one of the funnest things you do when you used to get high? I'll tell you mine. Skateboarding. Loved it. I loved getting high and just like street skating and riding a ramp is fun or riding in a pool is fun, but when you're out on a street and you're just finding stuff to ride on and jump off of and do little tricks on and just carve on a street. Oh man, we used to get big and we'd go to this place. It was called West Valley College, and they had the huge tennis court area, right? And the ground is so smooth, on a tennis court. Oh my gosh. We would just ride around, like we'd lay down on our boards and we'd be riding around. And speaking of skateboarding, I want to say, here's another unofficial sponsor. If you can see it on my here, I'm gonna grab my camera here for a second, and I want everybody to see. There it is, right there.
Too high.
I know. I'm like really bad at this.
Lower the logo a little. There you go. 5.
Say it.
Holes. 5 points.
5 Points Skate Shop.
Nice.
That's right. 5 Points Skate Shop in Ventura. 5 Points Skate Shop in Ventura. If you are ever out that way, go in there, say hi to Dave, say hi to Brad. The guys it's an iconic skate shop. It's been there forever. Ventura is not only just a classic surf spot. I'm sorry, I'm fixing my camera again here, so you're looking at my hand. But skateboarding legends came out of there. Jay Adams was huge out there, and that skate shop. They have so many cool old skateboards on display in there, and they're just a great group of people in there. So 5 Points Skate Shop in and snowboards if you want snowboards, but they're in Ventura, California. Look them up. And I'm going to put a hashtag to include them in when we're done with the show here, which we are getting close to wrapping up. So, and sailing. I loved sailing when I was high. Go out sailboarding.
The couple things I really enjoy, and the 5 Points thing, I have a buddy that does, he's a skateboarder and does filmed a lot of guys down in Santa Barbara. I wonder if he knows about the 5 points.
I'll bet he does.
They-
Like I
he
said,
did-
dude, they've been around for a long time
Mhm.
and just very iconic.
So I'll have to ask him about that. But so the two things that I really enjoyed doing when I used to get stoned was one, playing music.
oh yeah,
Like just like getting together with a couple of guys or gals or whatever, and
Just
drum,
jamming.
bass, and guitar,
But not
keyboard,
Grateful Dead
whatever,
music.
and not Grateful Dead music, and just sit there and play.
You know why?
Play till I can play for hours. I love playing guitar. So
Oh yeah, but you know why you don't play Grateful Dead music?
nope,
You get punched in the throat.
never want to get punched in the throat by anybody.
That's it'll happen. Don't do it.
The other fun thing to do is go for a hike. I mean, I
Damn it,
live
I
in
knew
an
you
area,
were gonna say that, you
I-
freaking hippie.
but there's nothing better than being out in that fresh air, climbing to the top of a mountain and having
Being
a
at one
view,
with nature,
and smoking a bowl and just enjoying. I mean, I live in a beautiful area, so why not, man?
it's true. No,
It's like, we either go out to the coast or,
but
always
thing,
out to the coast. What am I saying? Like, why would you want to?
well, no, you
go
go up
hiking
into the
like that.
hills.
Yeah, but the coast is better. You get a better view.
Not
But
always.
I'm just saying, I mean, that to me was always a blast, just to go
hiking,
somewhere and go hang out with a few good friends and
get baked.
get baked, hang out somewhere for an hour or two, sitting on top of a hill, looking at stuff, watching other people come up and go, "Oh, wow, you guys did that hike too?" And you're like, "Oh yeah, man, it's pretty
Yeah,
cool."
we're high as hell, dude.
Yeah, bro.
We're lost. Do you know how to get out of here? Because we've been hiking for like 3
spinning
days.
around for hours. No, honestly, the only other thing is listening to music with headphones on when you're really high is really fun too.
Oh,
Really
because
get into it.
oh, dude, I'll never forget the Cars in stereo.
The Cars.
Yeah, that album was that Candio? No, it wasn't Candio. Was it just the Cars?
Which album?
I
mean, what songs were on it?
It was their first album. I think their first LP in stereo. Driving.
Oh,
and
I
oh my gosh,
I gotcha.
Or any old Boston, because they were experimenting with all the synthesizers and stuff. So you get all these crazy one ear
Whooshy
out
whoosh.
the other, and oh man, you get dizzy listening to some of that stuff.
But yeah, and
Or yes, I'll say Pink Floyd, The Wall. So now your cat's happy, okay?
now my cat is extremely happy. She thanks you.
Yeah.
No, there's a couple of punk rock records. The Subhumans, The Day the Country Died, is incredible guitar overdubs on that. Just listening, used to just get baked and throw on the headphones and just listen to that and just
You're an angry hippie.
I'm a very angry hippie.
No, that's awesome. That means you'll punch Grateful Dead people in the throat.
Wait, why is the Subhumans hippie music? Come on,
I'm not. I'm just saying,
borderline.
Because you listen to the Grateful Dead, don't lie.
You're never gonna let me forget that I happen to like some Grateful Dead.
Oh my god, I'm punching you in the throat.
Someone live. It's got to be live though, man.
I'm gonna fly out there. I'm gonna come off the plane and be like, "Hey man, what's up?" Boom.
The most fun I ever had in Oakland was in the parking lot of a Dead concert.
Oh my god! Don't even give them that kind of credit, dude. Now you just ruined Oakland.
I've had some sketchy times in Oakland.
Oh,
Didn't involve the Dead.
Oh yeah, I've had some very. But I did see Digital Underground up there.
Oh, cool.
And dude, killer show. I think we've grazed on this before, but yeah, I was one of maybe 10 white people there.
Wow.
So, but yeah, Incredible show and very, very cool. And dude, you want to talk about 420? Everybody was passing joints around. We was high, but it was a
Wow, I'm
blast.
telling you, this
Just an incredible energy and great show. Great show.
good
So,
times, man.
Yeah. And on that note, speaking of great times, and that I'm incredibly hungry now, so I'm going to go finish prepping for our dinner, and I am going to, I've got steel poles cranking in the background here, so I feel like I'm kind of extra high now. Besides the hydrocodone, that's man, it's doing its job. I'll tell you that much.
Right on.
Anyway, I'll say thanks again to our official sponsors, Chicken Poop Lip Junk, right there, out of Wichita, Kansas. Please sponsor us, and because it is great lip balm, it really is, and it smells like Fruity Pebbles. And also 5 Point Skates out of Ventura, California. We thank you so much. We love you, Brad and Dave, and all those guys. Go in there, get your boards, get your wheels, get some just 5 Points paraphernalia. They got hoodies, jackets, shirts, anything you need. They have their own skateboards. So, what's up? We are going to have shirts made for the show. So if anybody's interested in that, we do have our own website now. Yes, that's what I've been trying to remember.
Wait, what?
Yeah, got my own website now. What's up?
Well, good for you. Congratulations.
It's called the Random. Well, it was free. So, hey, what up?
Yeah, and what are you going to do, right?
It will post. Basically, it should, if I did this right, it will download the show into Word form, and we will have a blog from the show as well. So
really?
There are many ways to access this show. Again, through Facebook, through YouTube, through Twitter, through Twitch, and LinkedIn. Okay, so that's 5 right there just to view it on. And then we've got Spotify, Anchor.fm, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Bullhorn, Overcast, all sorts of different.
Bullhorn.
Bullhorn is a podcast site. And I'm also going to plug next week's show. And if you're listening to us, please like, subscribe, follow, and hit the notification bell so you know whenever we're on and whenever there's a new show. Next week on the 27th, we are going to have the guys from Rum and Regrets podcast. May just be Andy, maybe his buddies with him. But they are a classic, just fun group of guys. They do a great podcast as well. So we're going to have them on. And Chris Sutter, again, we hope that you are feeling better, my man. He's from Rage Road and at Legalize NC about getting marijuana decriminalized and legalized. So hopefully we'll have him on soon. But in the meantime, brother, get better. And we'll also have, I got some other guests lined up, but we'll talk about that next time. So Matthew, I want to say thank you so much for joining in again today, sir.
Thank you for having me. It was a blast as always.
Yes.
And I apologize for the 4 minutes of dead air when Chris was gone.
I don't know. What about me? Nobody ever said anything about me. I just wanted to say.
Back to bed. You're drunk.
Hey, you're probably right there. Okay. I love you, Margie.
Love you, homie.
You homie.
Is that a good Marge?
I don't know what the hell that was. That was some kind of weird demonic sound. You're freaking me out, man.
Oh, the garage.
Mo? Mo? Mo,
Have
I need
another
more beer.
flaming Mo.
Woo!
Flaming Homer.
No, flaming over. The last time that happened, I lost more hair. I've only got 3 strands left, for God's sake.
Oh.
All right.
All righty, man.
Now. And going back to Betty buying that cartoon there we go. Where's the boy? All right. Thanks for stopping by, Homer. So again, Matthew, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. And everybody at home and wherever you're listening from, especially Ireland. God, I love you, Ireland. So thank you so much for tuning in. We will be here next week. And you never know, I may do a little pop in, maybe from the hospital while I'm getting my kidney stone sonically blasted.
You should do that live, man. Ask him if you can, hey, can I stream this live?
I'll see if I can record it and see if I can download it somehow on here. I don't know.
And request him to play Sonic Reducer.
Yeah. And then he hits my penis, and then we're all in big trouble. No, not really, because he'd be reducing it. Yeah, you see that? That's called a hook, baby. Yeah, that is classic comedy right there.
Down to just a half dose.
That's what she said. Oh, bam.
All right.
All right. Well, here we go. And yeah, the mic drop is done. So, Matthew, thank you so much. We will see you next week, my man. Have a beautiful week in the meantime.
I will. Thank you.
Peace, buddy. And to the rest of you all out there, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button. And if you feel like donating to the cause, we'd love it because we don't get paid. And, we just want to keep keeping you all entertained. So, and we're going to get stickers made and shirts. So it'll all be available for you soon here. I'll let you know. Our website is the randomkristianshow.wordpress, WORDPRESS.com. I know it's a lot of writing, but that was really it's what I was able to get. So anyway, all right. Thank you so much again for tuning in and listening. Pass the word around. Tell a friend. Tell your mom. Tell your brother. Tell your sister. Tell your daddy. Tell your uncle. And I got to get off these happy pills. In the meantime, enjoy, people. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. We're what we got. So let's back each other up and be good to each other. Peace out, guys. We'll see you next week.